Hello everyone and welcome back. This will be your general weekly reading for the sign of Gemini for the week of January 12th. Well, this is a start of a new year. Should be interesting. And at this time, I would like to thank each and every one of you out there who have been subscribing to my channel and helping it grow and getting it noticed and for sharing with others. Thank you so much for doing all of that for me. As well as all the thumbs up on all the videos that you've watched. And of course, the lovely comments. I do truly appreciate them. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is so nice to hear from you that you appreciate the readings and you enjoyed them, and you pay such lovely compliments. Thank you. I do truly appreciate it. It certainly makes and uplifts my week. So thank you for doing that. And the Five of Pentacles. So moving past a little bit of financial setback. You know, there's been a little bit of gains, but you're looking at your long-term view for your finances. Some of you have been maybe ill for a while, so there hasn't been as much coming in. So it made you start to worry about your finances for your future. So you're spending a little bit of time with that and realizing that you can move away from negative thinking within yourself and your surroundings in some case, you know, and begin again. You know, maybe you might have to change direction and in order to find solutions, but you will find them. Yeah, Seven of Rods, yes. Defending your self, your intentions, moving forward, making a decision. You know, this is you wrapping things up. You know, defending what you know is right for you, not anybody else. Because you've made a recent decision to do something and you may have shared it and you're realizing that, you know, there's naysayers out there, but that is not for their concern. This is you, you know, against others that don't believe in you. But you're okay with that. You know, if there's competition in anything that you're doing as well, you're okay. You'll be okay. Because you have a strong belief within yourself that'll carry you through. And the Moon card, yes. Yeah, there you go. Picking a new path. It unnerves people sometimes when that happens. You know, you've been having dreams lately, wanting, not quite understanding, like, you know, when you wake up thinking, oh my, what was that supposed to represent? You know, you've been feeling a little more fearful, a little more anxiety, and you're realizing that it is because it is time for you to make a choice, you know, change direction, start fresh somewhere else. Although you've been used to doing something so long a certain way, it's hard for anyone to step out of that comfort zone, good or bad. So, but you're picking a new choice for yourself this year. You know, you're taking care of your health a little bit better. You know, you're picking a new path on how to go about that. And you're changing direction. And you're doing it because it is your inner being talking to you, helping you, protecting you, bringing back your health. And you're realizing what it is that, you know, what path you need to change. Some people will go with you, some won't. But you're taking care of your health this week. You're really concentrating on no more overdoing anything, like no more overindulgence in any kind, because you want your health back, because that helps you to stay focused for your future. And that you're healing. You're opening back up into the reception of love and happiness coming back into your life. You know, you were really, really hurt here by somebody. You know, they betrayed you. This could have been, you know, a divorce, but it cost you, and you shut the doors after this happened. on receiving and feeling like in some cases that you deserve love. But you're realizing now that was a mindset. And you're stepping out of that. You're healing yourself in all areas of your life. And you're willing to do that. So you're taking the swords out, opening yourself back up into receiving. And once you do that, it changes you. So that's what you're willing to do this week. You are starting totally fresh. Oh, look at that. The Ace of Cups. Perfect. New baby for some of you. So congratulations. That's very lovely. A new relationship potential here for many of you as well. And could lead to marriage. So, whew. Boy, not only do you heal and open yourself back up into receiving, it looks like there's a lot of people waiting in the wings to offer this to you. So, whew. And the more you open up into receiving, the more the universe is bringing in. So that is absolutely beautiful. What a way to go. The Four of Wands. Finding your community. Finally feeling like you come home. You fit in. This is celebrations with family, friends, reunions, with people you haven't seen in a long time. This is you really starting to enjoy life again. Wow. That is so nice. That is really nice. And you're in charge of it. Look at that. Look at the change in you. And you have really taken control of this. You're making movement, progress. You're taking action. You have the willpower and determination and the control over all of this. You're making a departure from things that no longer serve you, which makes people nervous. But you have the courage to make this change. And you're making it. You've already made up your mind. You're standing your ground, like that up there. You made your decision. Nothing's going to take you off this course because you are just in that mindset. That's beautiful. The Ace of Rods. Yes, new beginnings, new opportunities, new projects, feeling inspired. Something or somebody has inspired you to take this action. One of those things that, well, if they can do it, I certainly can, sort of attitude. And that helps you to step into that position of strength and determination. And you are really going for this. This is a new creative idea, way of doing something. And it is going to take off like wildfire. It really is. You are just coming out again to the world. Celebrating, opening up, feeling strength again. And the King of Cups. Yeah, there you are. Strength for sure. And you are accepting things more because you feel supportive. And when you feel supportive, and support's coming into you, it helps you to lead from a better state of mind. You're very empathetic to others this week. You can almost feel their doubts and worries, and you're trying to, breathe it in so that you can give them the wisdom that you have just come into and pass it on. So you're very comfortable in this strength position. And you're feeling supportive from others as you open up. People are starting to come to you more because they're understanding who you really are, the strength that you have. And it helps you to bring more power into you. And the Eight of Pentacles. Oh, wow. You're mastering something. This is, like mastering a craft, something you enjoy. This could be in your employment if you're working. Maybe you've figured out a way to do something easier than the rest and everybody's in awe of it. And they come to you because you have the wisdom to do it. This could be you taking a little more courses or giving courses to others. And it's going to help you financially as well. But you're feeling much more stronger in your decisions this week. All right. That's all right. Seven of Swords. Taking care of yourself, your health. You know, you've been having some bad dreams lately. You've been a little bit more depressed than you have in a while. You know, you sort of fell down a rabbit hole temporary. But you're coming back out of that. You know, you've already decided that you're changing things. You're moving forward in a new direction, which will help you get past that negative thinking about yourself, out of the nightmares. You know, you can gather yourself back up, pick up the pieces, and continue on and know that you're going to succeed because you're already proven that to yourself. People have got your back. You know, they're taking care of you, they're helping you, they're encouraging you, and you're accepting it for the face value that it is. And the Six of Swords. So moving. Some of you are physically moving. On to better, calmer shores, away from negativity. You know, you're nurturing yourself. You're relocating, moving. This could be for because of a job, but this could be because you just want a better start somewhere else. But you're definitely really seriously looking into moving, physically moving to a different destination. Because you're tired of going against the currents, the naysayers, the negativity. You want to feel not only empowered, which you are, but comfortable in the positions as you go forward. Oh, my. You know, the Ten of Swords. I'm sorry you had to go through all this. You know, somebody that you thought was on your side, helping you, protecting you, you know, all those good things. They were only gathering information to use against you. And you understanding that now because you've gotten wind of it. Or it has already happened. And now you're understanding why you were feeling that, needing to move, needing to get out of these situations. So you won't be there long. You'll shake this off, pick yourself up. You're much wiser, and you're moving away from all that negative into a more positive stream for yourself. So that has definitely taken a lot of strength for you to do that. So congratulations. All right. Reach out for assistance. Poor timing for a career change. Feeling challenged by money issues. And it does happen. And for now, I will say goodbye. I will talk to you again next week. Thank you for subscribing, and bye for now.